Alright guys, so here's the review of the Second Hour Mandala. So this is one that I saw on Instagram a while back. As soon as I saw it, I contacted him and I had to try and get one into review because I thought it was a really good looking piece. So they've already had a successful Kickstarter. They absolutely smashed that. They're now getting ready for another production run, which is currently on pre-order on their website. So I have this one in, which is a prototype and a review piece. So there's going to be a few changes from the final version. So I'll talk about that as we get into the review. But now all that's out of the way, let's get down to it and see what I thought. So here it is, and straight away you can tell, even with the packaging, Second Hour are all about the details. The little details make all the difference. It is a really cool package, as well as being useful as well. I do really like it. So you can actually get two watches in this, so we'll talk about the other bits in here first before we get to the watch. Just take these out. Pop that to one side for a second. So we've got nice grey leather strap, some stitching, unsigned buckle, nicely finished though. But I've not really been wearing it that much on this because I do really like the bracelet. So pop that to one side. And I'll quickly show you what's in here. This is just the links that have been taken out. But we'll quickly talk about them because it is a really nice bracelet and you can actually see it a bit better like this. So we've actually got a mixture of brushed and polished. And we've actually got 9 links there, all individual pieces. And then we've got screw links as well. So really nice. So just bring this back in now and then show you the watch. So like I say, really useful case, being able to carry 2 watches, and just really look cool as well. But now the bit you're really interested in, the watch, and it really is a gorgeous piece. They do quite a few different colours of this. I'll probably leave pictures on screen showing you all the different colours you can get. They also do a date and no date version. Clearly this is the no date one. And they actually have different movements for both of them as well. So they actually have the specific movement for each, which is good. So seeing as we're talking about it, I'll quickly mention the movement before we get into the detail of the dial. Got a nice custom rotor on there with the Second Hour logo, and then we've got automatic movement, sapphire crystal, mandala, and then at the bottom 10 ATM, so 100 meter water resistant. And this is actually the Miyota 9039 because this is the no date version. If you get the date version though, you will get a 9015. So it is nice that they use the specific movement for each. So no ghost tape position. And they've got nice solid end links on that. Obviously screw down case back. While we're zoomed in, quickly show you this crown as well. So it's a nice embossed one, but because this is a prototype, apparently that's changing for the final version. It's actually going to be loomed, which is a nice touch. But you can see as well that lovely detailing on the case. So again, got a mixture of brushed and polished. Transitions between the two really nice. Those end links are nicely integrated. Conform really nicely. No sticking out mid link. Female end links is always good. Definitely my preference. You can probably see a few little scuffs and scrapes on this. Obviously that's because it's a prototype and it's a review piece. But the final version is actually going to have an anti-scratch coating on it, so you won't have to worry about stuff like that. So we've got a nice milled clasp, and then we've got double pushers, nice chamfered details on the edge, and again, Second Hour logo. Just give it a quick wipe actually, so you can see it in all its glory, because it is a really beautiful piece. There's quite a lot going on that dial. It might not be to everyone's taste. I personally love it. It's just the detailing is just beautiful. It's so nicely finished. And with this being a prototype as well, I imagine the final version will be even better, because it is gorgeous. So there's quite a bit to talk about here. So we've got the Second Hour logo below the 12, got that mandala just above the 6, then we've got that gorgeous detailing in the centre. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now we've actually got as well the Second Hour's signature, I guess, which is these, if I show it on the side actually you probably see a bit better, these raised indices at the 12, 4 and 8. So like the cantilevered ones, which are actually above the other indices. This is unique to Second Hour watches, and they do seem to do it in all of their pieces. It is a really nice touch, I do quite like it. It's just something you don't see every day. Adds some interesting depth to the dial as well. Quite a lot of different layers going on. And then below that we've got the standard indices which are applied as well. But you have actually got the 12, 4 and 8 actually underneath that too. So they're like double ones almost. And again, all really nicely finished. Really nicely integrated. And then when it comes to the hands as well, same again. They're all the perfect length. You've got the second hand just touching the edge of that track around the outside. Then you've got the minute hand just on the edge of the indices. And then the hour hand just on the inside. And they're really nicely finished as well. Nice high polish. And they've got lume too, but we'll show you the lume shot in a bit. Got a few other bits we want to get to before that. And then got a nice integration with the crystal as well. With the case, just all conforms and curves really nicely. It's a really elegant looking piece, I think. So just going to zoom back out. Let's talk about some of the specs. So firstly, let's test whether that is sapphire crystal. Using the trusty diamond selector 2. And yep, we have got sapphire crystal. Let's quickly try the back. And we have actually got sapphire on the back as well, which you don't always see, so that is a nice touch. Again, it's the attention to detail that you kind of expect with the Second Hour, and it just runs throughout this watch. It's all the little details, they just make the difference. They just help elevate it to the next level. Oh, I've got to say as well before, sorry, we've actually got 3 levels of micro just on that clasp, so getting a nice fit shouldn't be an issue. So quickly talk about now the dimensions. So we've got a thickness of 10.7, diameter of 40, lug width of 20. Now, like I said before, with the lug to lug, it's not got any protruding mid links, so this is going to be a nice compact lug to lug. We've got a very compact 45.6, so this will wear really nicely on wrist, which I'll show you in a bit. So for the kind of style of watch this is, I just think everything so far is just shaping up into a really nice package. So now let's check out the lume. So you can see it a little bit there already, but as always, let's charge it up, give it a proper chance. And bear in mind, the lume on this is not going to be the final thing. This is just a prototype, so apparently the final version is going to have a few more layers. So it'll be even better than this one. But as you can see, this one's looking pretty good already. So even before they improve it, this is good lume. So it's BGW9. And now that it's all lit up, you can see those indices at the 12, 4 and the 8 that give that distinct second hour look. It is a really cool look, I think. Do really like it. So the lume on this, like I say, for a prototype, is pretty damn good. So I suspect when they get to the final version where they add a few more layers, it's going to be brilliant. So the way it is now, this is really usable. I've not had an issue with it. Lasts a decent amount of time. But again, the final version is going to be even better. So if you are after a really nice lume watch, something a little bit different, this could be the one for you. So all that's left to do now is show you what it's like on wrist and then give you my final thoughts. So here it is on my 7-inch wrist. And I think you can probably agree it is a really beautiful looking piece. Fits really nicely, conforms to wrist really well with those curved lugs, those female end links. Just a perfect fit. I'm a little bit smitten with this one, which you can probably tell. So much so that I'm probably going to end up picking one up myself. The only question is, what colour am I going to go for? I do really like this one, but I also really like the dark blue one as well. So for me, it's probably between those two. But it's absolutely stunning. The way the light plays with it, and that beautiful dial, it's just a really, really good looking piece. And it's also quite versatile as well. Yeah, it's quite elegant looking, so you can wear it as like a dress watch almost. But I think it's quite sporty too. Because you've got that 100 metre water resistance, you've got that screw down crown with the crown guards, you've got the sapphire crystal, so you don't need to worry about it too much. Obviously the polished bits might get a little bit scuffed up, but it is a fairly versatile piece, I think. The question is it worth the money? It's not a cheap watch by any means, but I think it definitely justifies its price with the attention to detail that you're getting. So I'd definitely recommend it. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.